Well, we have another race today in the S class once again. I will be utilizing my Richard Petty Acura NSX. And we're going to be heading over to the Yas Marina, which is in Abu Dhabi. This is actually a really nice track. It's got good grip, a lot of tight sections. Um, Although it does appear to have some moisture all over the track, which is, I didn't know that it rained that much in the middle of the desert, but maybe it does. So here we're coming around to the start-finish line for the beginning of the first qualifying lap. Make my way up the hill for this left-hander that swings around to a downhill right-hander. And then it swings back left again, down to the bottom of the hill to a real tight left-hander, almost a hairpin, all the way down to first gear. And then a long straightaway drag race kind of thing, with a real sharp left-hander at the end, a very tight, again, almost a hairpin. Coming around, swing it back around to the front straightaway. So I qualified fourth on that first lap, and although by the third lap here, I transition over to the third lap of qualifying, I'm in fifth place. Whether or not I'm going to be able to maintain that throughout the course of the race is yet to be seen. I'm hoping, but you never know how things are going to turn out in the course of any given race. And so here we are, finishing up qualifying. Pulling back into the pits to let my crew have a quick inspection of everything before the race starts. And as we're waiting in the pits, it appears as though the weather has changed quite a bit, and there's no longer moisture on the track. So I guess that humid air over there in the desert dried things out. And we have some fairly impressive competition. McLaren, Porsche, another McLaren, and me in my Richard Petty inspired Acura. And we're off. And I'm able to get the jump on that one guy there. So things are looking okay at the outset as I make my way up this hill. But that um, Ford and a Porsche, they're both able to get to that section faster than I am. Heavy braking here on this hairpin leading down into this long straightaway. And there's some cars behind me that are clearly faster than I am down this straightaway. There's that Sunoco car that just flew past me like I wasn't even there. And these guys are sliding around quite a bit going through this corner. And I'm doing my best to try to keep up with them. I kind of make a mistake there, and that allows that BMW M1 to kind of nose underneath me a little bit. Well, that guy goes off track but gets back on, and then by giving him room, that enabled this BMW to get underneath me, and I make contact with him. He makes contact with me, and I get a time penalty for hitting him. And that Porsche kind of bonks into me a little bit before he flies past me. So I'm down to 6th. And this M1, he's filling up my rearview mirror pretty heavy. And I slide a bit there, and that allows him to duck underneath me. But I believe I have more speed than he does down the straightaway. But he's right next to me. And we make contact again. No penalty that time, but still, we make contact, and that ends up slowing you down. And he dives underneath me there, and so I drop down to 7th place. Got 3 laps left, 3.5 laps left. Let's see if I can make up any of this ground. So it looks like that M1 was able to get past that one silver Porsche. So he's making his way around the track pretty good. I'm not really gaining any ground on these people. I mean, it looks like it when you come into these tight, slow corners, but that's just because they have to slow down just as much as you do. But on the straightaways, they're pulling away from me. Front end kind of plowed on me right there. That guy's knocking cones all over the place. And it does look like I'm gaining a little bit of ground on this Porsche, but he's awful quick once he gets out onto the straightaway. And if I'm going to do something, I better be able to do it quick, because there's only coming up on one lap left. And it just does not look like I'm going to be able to close that gap between me and that guy. Because as soon as we get on the straightaways, he just pulls away from me. Down this straightaway for the final time. And I'm not gaining ground on this guy. I'm giving it all she's got, but it's not enough to catch this guy. And here we come around for the final time to conclude the race. Oh, and it started raining. Okay. So that's my race for today at Yas Marina in my Acura NSX. I ended up being 7th. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the racetrack.